Hi, my name is Janet Harvey, and I am the CEO of inviteCHANGE. And it's my great privilege for the last 28 years to be part of creating coach-centered cultures in organizations of all kinds of sizes all over the world. The name of this company, inviteCHANGE, was something that came to me fairly early on in doing this body of work. I've always heard the phrase that people are afraid of change. People don't like change, that the majority of people will turn the other way the minute somebody announces a change initiative. And what I've discovered over this time is that it's not the change that people are afraid of. It's the uncertainty associated with whether they will be at least the same or better off on the other side of the change being implemented. And so that suggests to me that it's important that we support people to find the resources, the tools, and the pacing that matches their unique learning style so that they have some influence over. They're likely not able to control the change. Often it's coming from the outside. It's a situation or a context or a circumstance that is not in their direct authority. But they are part of a team in any size organization. And the openness of a leader to invite contribution as a change is being architected, and then to stay open in a two-way feedback process, to keep inviting what the employees are seeing, perceiving, experiencing with customers and with each other will accelerate the implementation successfully of that change process. I'm thinking about a CEO who hired me because he wanted to architect the transition. He was ready to exit the organization after 22 years in his capacity. He told me a story once about having written this very thorough white paper analysis about a new strategic direction to go in for growth for the organization. And when he delivered it to the team 3 days before their next meeting, he was all excited that he was going to have this very rich discussion, and it fell flat. Nobody had anything to say. This was an opportunity for him to take a little bit of stock and realize that he had, out of his enthusiasm to share his knowledge, completely diminished the capacity and knowledge and wisdom and expertise that was in his team, and therefore was setting up a climate of everything has to come down from the top, which was the exact opposite of what he wanted. And as a result, he began to see why he was feeling burnt out and disappointed. Well, needless to say, 3.5 years later, he engineered, along with his team, an incredible merger and acquisition. So this is the possibility that coaching holds, that we begin to recognize, wow, we are always part cause or agent of the experience that we're having. If we pause long enough to look at it more thoughtfully, have a critical thinking partner, new possibilities emerge that already live within us. They're not outside of us.